Where? Oh, hang on. I have no idea what happened there. That was crazy. Just said a lost connection.
Ford across a stream. Next to it is a huge boulder. When it rains, the water can rise fast.
I know what it is. It's because I haven't had that many viewers on my channel, like ever since I started streaming.
I reckon if they saw she was long in the turn,
broke it.
They could have
It
waited
broke
for her
it.
at the ford, no?
Fuck.
The max I've had, I
That's
think,
quite
was about
possible.
9
I
or
made a
10 the
point
other
of
day,
looking,
like.
I
Not
didn't
like
see any
19 or
riders that
20.
day, so I forgot about it.
That's like nuts.
Is Dennis scarf?
Can't even blame Pat for that one either.
Aye. I wanted to give it back to her the next time she came.
Will you give it to me? I'll try having my dog track her down.
All the same to me. Here you go. But it's been a long time. I don't know if it will help.
And could it have been Father Prokop following her?
Or maybe it's because we were slagging off
He has a horse and fancy
ambulance
clothes.
life.
But why would he do it?
I heard he wanted to find her an honest job, but she wasn't interested.
I don't know. She didn't say nothing about that.
And could it have been William?
And who would that be?
He's this bard she was seeing.
I don't know about that. I don't remember her mentioning nobody by that name.
Well, I'll go and check out that ford. Maybe I'll find something there.
I hope you don't. Take care.
Right, okay. Well, there's Mutt's back. Mutt's covered in dirt. Yeah, I did as well. Like, I thought something like that might be happening, but luckily it's all good. No, I still don't think they've been very open about it. But last time they got hacked, they weren't really open about it, so I think it took a lot of digging around to find out that they were hacked for them to actually come out and say, yeah, we were hacked. It might still be the same thing. Probably find out in about 3 or 4 months' time. I think that's what just people were guessing. Because I don't think they can purge that stuff because it's already on there. I think the only thing they can do is just like blacklist the actual people putting it on there. That's the only thing I think they can do. And then once that happens, then their stuff will get pulled off there by being blacklisted. I don't think they can just beat down the stuff that that's already on there.
I should take a look around here.
I don't think it's that simple.
This must be that basket of silver Zdena was carrying with her. She wouldn't have just left that here. But where did it come from? Maybe it rolled down the hill?
I hate it when you get stuck on something. In this general direction, I take it then. No, not that way. Come on, Matt, show me where it is. This is where I want Witcher sentences to come into the game. Corruption is everywhere, mate. Oh, here we are.
Poor thing. She didn't get very far. Ugh, she's been lying here a long time. At first glance, this body isn't as mutilated as the others. Unfortunately, I can't tell if somebody strangled her like the others. She's been lying here too long for that, but her head is smashed in. Either the murderer hit her with a rock, or dashed her hard against the ground. She must have put up a fight. Or maybe he lost his patience. Oh, she's all stuck to her clothes.
I'm not going to interfere with it, like.
But I don't see any cuts.
I'm not into necrophilia, mate.
Like someone was looking for something. Oh, I can't make much out by now. But it seems as if the fingers on her right hand are broken. Did the murderer torture her? Or was he trying to get something out of her hand? Oh, my God. Oh, something fell out of her. A signet ring. Oh, that must be the one she stole. But how did it get inside her? Did she swallow it herself? Or did the murderer shove it in there? Was she trying to hide it? Or was it punishment for stealing? Well, that's enough. But what does it all mean? I'd say she put up a decent fight, and the killer had to improvise. And that's about all I can find out. She's probably been lying here a few weeks. But that ring is a good lead.
Okay, so I've just checked the body. Now where are we going? Oh yeah, we've got to go over here now, haven't we? Okay, this definitely reminds me of The Witcher. Just it's not going to lead me to a vampire or a werewolf. Why do I have a sneaky feeling it's the priest? I don't know if you're barking at the rabbits or just being a dick. It is, yeah, because it's just slow as fuck, like. I could get on him, I suppose. It's the Witcher 1 that's kind of ruined. Not the Witcher 1. It's Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 that's kind of ruined riding horses for me, really. Because I used to jump on the horse and I'd ride to different locations, but then I'd have to go through the woods and I'd get stuck on trees and shit and have to get off every 5 minutes. And ever since then, like, yeah, I kind of just choose to run everywhere. It seems easier. Even on The Witcher, I do it more often than I actually ride a horse.
Quick!
If I was playing Red Dead, though, I probably would ride my horse, because it's much better on there.
Go!
But yeah, he doesn't gallop very fast. And then always wigs out when it runs too far, like.
Go! Go!
That's it, yeah, it would.
Go!
You feel like you've been like walking for like days, like in real life, not in the game. You'd have to leave the game on pause where you go to sleep and then wake up and then continue walking the next day and then vice versa, like.
Fuck you, Horson! Whoa! Show what you're made of!
Oh shit. Let me get back. Right.
Too slow! Do it!
Which room? Not right.
Bloody archers, mate. That's what got me. Screwed over by the archers. Hopefully it puts me back at that guy's house, because I would be pissed if it hasn't. Right, where's it actually put? Oh, okay. At the body, right, okay. You know what? Save a bit of time. We'll go back to Kuttenberg and go from Kuttenberg. Then it's just a straight path then. Got to be careful though, it's getting to get dark soon.
God, be with you.
Oh, I can't get across that way, can I? Oh, not Patchy, 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 shush. Shush. Shut up. Shut up. Oh, is there no way of getting across that bridge?
I can't swim.
No, I know that. There's a bridge there, but we can't get across it. That's rubbish. I think I'm gonna have to go all the way around.
Good day.
Same to you.
What are you doing here? Hasn't been safe around here as of late.
Relax. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Lucky for you. Oh, really? Let's get back out there somewhere.
Christ.
No. I shouldn't leave now.
Really? You can't let me get up there? That's why I've got to go though, surely. Oh no, it's not quite there.
I need to ask you something.
I don't have time for that. Ask the foreman. You'll find him around here somewhere.
Thanks for the help, mate. Is he asleep? Because he was tend to just be asleep in the other game. My current is basically 374 out of 400. So yeah, you get 400 kind of max. And I've just realised I've got 4K now. Didn't realise it had gone up to 4K in money.
I'm looking for someone named Stanya.
You're in a charcoal camp, fella. What would a woman be doing here?
But you know Stanya, don't you?
Aye.
Yeah, it's
You
not
could say
bad.
that.
It's not too bad.
Why?
I think it
I'm
was a
looking
little
for the
bit
killer of a girl in town. And I heard that someone also tried to
less
kill this
than the
Stanya.
first game.
That's true. She told me something.
But I
about
think
it.
things
But that was
weighed a
long
little
time
bit
ago.
less than the
So
first
you
game
don't know
as
what
well.
became of her?
So
I don't know, mate. But even
I think
if I
it's
did
kind of
know,
balanced out a little
how
bit
can I be sure
in this game.
you aren't that killer?
I wouldn't be foolishly asking around for her then, would I?
Why not? How else would you find her?
I'd sneak into your house to see if she was there, perchance.
You can forget about that, you snoop.
You asked what else I'd do.
It seems to me you've got this all figured out. Just like a real murderer. So it's time for you to go, lad.
But you have to
the
get
hell outta
perks
here.
in order to
Scram!
actually
Till we
increase
meet
it.
again. What brings you here? What?
So what am I supposed to be doing? Trying to find out what happened.
Ah, so you're doing that. Who are you? How did you find me? If you came here to finish what you started, I'm not afraid of you. I'll claw your eyes out.
Don't be afraid.
No,
I don't
no.
want to hurt you.
So
No, you have to.
what do you want from me then?
Lumir asked me
You
to
have to
find
go
out
into
what
your
happened to you.
perks, and you have
thought you
to
were dead.
add
Lumir?
3 perks
From the rat house.
and a
Who sent
4th
you?
bonus
Exactly.
perk in order to increase
Someone
your
killed a girl
inventory.
in Kuttenberg. Lumir thought it might be connected with you, so maybe you could help us find out who did it.
How can I help you when I haven't been in Kuttenberg since... I don't even know when.
You disappeared from the hole in the wall without saying goodbye. Without a word. What happened?
Someone attacked me when I was
You can
coming
also
home
put
from the
stuff
baths
on your
one
horse
night.
as well,
I
but
managed to get away.
not that
But I was
much.
so afraid. I decided to run away from Kuttenberg.
Did you see who it was?
Not at all. I didn't see anything until he jumped out of the shadows and grabbed me around the neck. And he was terribly strong. I nearly blacked out right away.
And how did you manage to break
Some
free?
of them are. He
I had
found
an
some
empty picture
earlier
in my
that
hand,
weren't.
and I hit him with it. He
Probably
howled
getting
and let me go,
uninstalled the game,
and
right?
I ran away.
Here? To the charcoal burners?
No, first to my room in the hole. I was so scared there. I took what I could and ran. Here, to Barton.
And your lover? What did he say?
At first he was horrified, because I had cut myself on a shard from the picture and was all bloody. He's been hiding me here since then.
What was it like working in the hole?
Well, I earned a few groschen, that I did. But I often had to grit my teeth.
How so?
Every single day I had to put up with their lewd remarks. Rich or poor, everyone wants to grope a girl. People...
I don't think he'd like
Well,
that game either.
us girls have to
Like,
watch out.
As soon as he
We
saw
can't just put up with
that
it.
Keith was having
And
trouble with
sometimes
it,
you have
he
to
was
be
like,
tough, especially in a
right,
place like
I'm
the
not
hole.
buying it then.
But you can't overdo it either. That's no good.
How so?
Because if you smile at them nicely, then sometimes they leave a groschen, or even 2. You have to keep a balance. To look friendly, but unavailable.
You said that rich or poor, they all like to grope girls. Like who?
Truth be told, the hole isn't exactly a good place for a rich man, but young von Groll used to go there for a while.
Is that so? Did he talk to you?
He smiled at me a lot, so I smiled back, but beyond a few groschen, there was nothing
My only
more
gripe
to
with
it.
the
Then this
voice
thieving
acting in
wench
this is
started
it
hanging
sounds a
around him
bit
and-
too echoey.
It doesn't matter, but that
It
servant
wasn't this
of his didn't
echoey in
like
the
it.
first game.
Tried to drive her away, and so the young lord stopped bringing him with him.
Von Groller had a servant with him.
Aye, a pudgy fella, well dressed, but had a mean face. He never said a word or smiled, or even said thank you.
It's a hard one with those types of
You
games,
walked home
man,
from the
because I
baths
don't
at
really
night.
expect much
What's
from
so odd
them.
about
That's the
that?
problem.
Well,
So,
at night,
unless
the
you're going to
baths
work
are-
and doing a
Ah,
job like,
right.
you know.
I went there after closing. I always brought the girls a pitcher of wine or ale, and took a bath while they drank
Yeah,
it.
it was never like this
Ah.
in the first game at all.
So that's
like
why
the
you had the
audio
empty
seems a
picture
bit
you hit him
more
with.
natural.
I went there regularly.
And it's not every
week.
single
The same way every
conversation
time.
either. It's
No,
certain conversations.
Always the same way. The shortest one.
So
I didn't
hopefully
want
it's
to stay
something
out too
they'll
long at night.
fix.
And who knew that you went by yourself to the baths?
Well, everyone from the tavern, I reckon. I didn't hide it.
How are you now?
I'm still awful scared. I can't fall asleep knowing that, and I can't even really leave the house.
Why didn't you go back to the hole?
Just to get murdered there? Are you mad? I'm never going back there. Not until they catch him.
Yeah.
Do you remember anything important about the attacker? What he looked like? What he was wearing?
Yeah, it does
I
sound
don't
more
know
like they're
anything.
indoors than they are outdoors.
It was at night. He grabbed me from behind, and then I ran and never turned back.
And what about when you hit him? What did he do?
He let me go and cursed.
Aha. And what did he say?
He said Scheisse in German.
Couldn't it have been that innkeeper then? You yourself said he's a pig.
Aye, when he drinks, he turns into a total bastard. All lewd remarks and groping fingers. The
Total
lecture.
bastard.
Only when I got to my room, I could hear him snoring. Couldn't have been him.
Couldn't it have been Father Prokop?
Father Prokop? I don't know him.
No, he's pretty old. He preaches in the Church of St. Peter and St. Paul.
I don't know him. And if he's an old man, how strong could his grip really be?
I heard William liked pretending to be a spy. Do you know anything about that?
Aye, I thought it pretty silly. A stupid trick to make himself seem more interesting. Though, I reckon he's more likely to attract an ass-kicking than a woman.
That is true.
Seems you're the only one to survive the killer's attack. I know it isn't
Although
easy
you
for
could
you
say
to think
that you
about
could
it,
play the game
but try to remember
entirely in
something else
German
about
if you
that
wanted
moment,
to.
or when you were running away. Anything can help us, even if it seems insignificant.
I don't know.
I think
It's
there's
all like in a fog.
You were walking down the street.
about 10 or 11
Did
different
you
language
notice anything
packs for
before he
this game.
attacked you?
No, nothing.
You didn't see anything or hear anything?
Actually, I knew the side street wasn't empty. I heard somebody talking, but when I looked, there was nobody there. So when somebody grabbed me, I
I
completely
was tempted to
froze.
play this in Czech.
Did you understand
but
what they were talking
Henry
about?
just wouldn't
Not
sound
at
like
all.
Henry to me if
But
I actually
there
played
were
it in
two
Czech.
voices. Two of them waiting for me there.
And it would mean I would have to read a lot more.
It's
and
difficult.
I'm not
I
really into
understand.
reading. I have
But I need you to
subtitles
think
there
hard
just,
one more time.
just
Aside
in
from
case I
those
can't
voices and the
understand
empty
what a
street,
voice actor's saying.
else do you
But
remember?
I didn't hear him
for
at
the
all.
most part, I'm
And
not
then
really
he
into
grabbed
reading
me.
And
subtitles.
nothing else? Did he grab your hair?
That's why I prefer dubs
no.
and shit. And
He grabbed
games.
me by the throat right away and squeezed. Just for a moment, but I still had a big bruise round my neck for weeks. Barton said the man must have had a terribly strong grip, like a miner or swordsman.
I reckon that'll be all.
I'm sorry I'm not able to help you more.
You don't need to apologise.
Thank you. Could I ask you for a favor?
If it's in my power.
When you catch that bastard, would you please let me know? So I can finally stop being afraid.
I'll stop by if I can.
Farewell, my friend.
It's not my reading that I have a problem with when I'm writing on my phone. It's just the phone being cack in the first place. It's been dropped on the floor too many times. It's lost the will to live. And I've lost the will to even fucking use it most of the time. Taylor? Oh, okay. Question William the minstrel. Right. There's a tailor next to him, though. I might be able to... Oh, no. It's going to be too late now. Which way am I going? Because there's two different directions here. Oh, map. Right, it is that way then. I'm literally just passing through, mate, and not doing anything.
It's just you.
Huh?
Is it you that I'm looking for?
What? What's that you doing? Good evening. What do you need, lad?
No, you're just a groom.
I hope you're not going to...
Greetings.
It's like they kick you out of their house, but they stand in the way so you can't get out half the time.
Excuse me?
What's the hold-up? Am I supposed to...
It's William, right? I need to talk to you.
What is it? Do we know each other? Do I owe you money?
My name's Henry, and no, we don't know each other, and you don't owe me money. But we do have something in common. We have a lot of mutual friends.
What? What do you want of me? I don't have to talk to you.
You don't need to. I can go and chat with the guards instead. Tell them you're the one hurting those girls.
What? I don't have anything to do with any girls.
Seriously. Everybody knows about you.
That's not possible. I just came to town.
What?
Look, if you think you're going to pin something on me, you're out of luck. Leave me alone.
That's how you have to play.
How am I supposed to talk to him now then if I can't talk to him?
God be with you, my friend. Good to see you, friend.
Hail.
All over the quilts we had drying up there. The smell was so bad it made my eyes water.
Tell me about it. We had some last year.
Oh no, how'd you get
Not
rid of
good.
it?
It was easy. Oh, I.
That's
I
true.
apologise.
Pin on tail on a donkey, like. I'll have to go to the other one then instead.
Excuse me?
Can you help me out?
I'm busy, mate. I'm sorry. It's already taken about 2 hours. But it's all for a good cause. Means we can get busy with... What's the name if we do this, I reckon? For the greater good, yep. Except not in that kind of case.
Why aren't you asleep?
Why do I have to be asleep? Not like a child.
I found out some interesting things about those murders. Just like you said.
That's wonderful news. But wait a while. I promised Catherine we'd wait for her.
You know Catherine?
She came to see me soon after you did, and started asking me questions. Just like you.
Will you send for her? So, we're all here.
I hope nobody else shows up. How did it go?
I reckon I've found out all I can.
And do you know who the murderer is?
Not exactly, but I have a few ideas.
I've asked around a bit, and I have my own suspicions.
Is that so? See, I was trying to recall some more details, and I had someone come to mind as well.
Oh, I didn't do all this for nothing, did I?
Well,
Well? Who do you suspect now?
Well, I'd say William did it. The minstrel.
You can't be serious. He's innocent.
Uh-huh. And who do you think it was?
Prokop. I'm sure of it.
No. Really? That's impossible. It couldn't have been him.
So
That's
I see
what I
we
thought it was.
disagree. Too bad. We could have been done with it quickly.
Well, who do you think it was then?
I'm not entirely sure. First, I'll tell you what I found out, and then it might be easier for us.
Go on then. Starting with who?
Let's talk about Yarka, the one raised by Father Prokop.
What did you learn about her?
Prokop didn't just raise her out of the goodness of his heart. He was actually her uncle.
Really? But he still could have killed her.
His own relative?
Why not? He's a priest. I'm sure he knows the story of Cain and Abel.
She's never been innocent.
Prokop also admitted that he didn't know how to handle her, and perhaps he was too strict.
What do you expect from a Bible thumper?
Even when she was
Man
making out she
punishes
was innocent,
and
she
God
wasn't fucking
forgives.
innocent.
It never occurs to them that if man didn't punish, God wouldn't have to forgive.
Well, maybe I wouldn't hold it against him. He really tried to make sure she was well taken care of. He wanted to find her a husband, too.
And did you learn who he found?
No. I think it fell apart when Yarka started rebelling. Yarka started working for the von Groller family, where she remained until her death.
I was there to
remember
ask
she's
whether
a
she'd
slave.
given them any trouble, but they said she was always thorough and reliable.
Ah, so what's the story with von Grolls?
A very wealthy and important family. The mother is quite devout, known to spend a lot of time in prayer. Old von Groller's been sick for years. Can't even get out of bed.
So, who runs affairs?
That would be young Hendel. They say he's quite successful.
Before her death, I heard she often went to dances.
There's nothing wrong or surprising about that. But maybe she found someone there.
Maybe. Prokop was convinced that she went to see William. That was actually the only name he mentioned.
That doesn't mean anything.
It means she had some relationship with William, or at least knew him.
Prokop is convinced that she was murdered by that bard, William.
And I agree with him. I heard the daughters of important men come to see him. It even went so far he had to flee the city. And the moment he's back, there's another murder.
I don't agree. I saw him play, and he doesn't look like a murderer. A seducer? Perhaps. But there's something about him. Maybe it's just his songs.
But Yarka spent her evenings out on the town, not with Prokop. Whoever killed her must have met her out and about.
But we can't possibly know that.
That's true. We've got little to grasp at. That's all I was able to find out.
You still found out more than I did.
But it's not enough. We still don't know who the killer is.
I managed to find Stanya.
Alive? You found her alive?
I did. Alive and well. Hiding with the charcoal burners.
So, she's not one of our victims?
She is. She just managed to escape the killer. She said she was attacked on her way home from the baths. She heard somebody talking in a side street, but it was empty. But when she walked by,
Again, just dropped
someone
a
grabbed her by
video
the throat and
about
started strangling her.
the new Jurassic
How
Park
did she
game.
manage to get away?
She was holding an empty pitcher, and she smashed the killer in the face with it. He either got
I was
startled
wondering
or
how,
hurt,
like,
but he let her
count
go.
dropped, but you
Did she get a
restarted
look
the
at him?
stream.
Did she take his eye out or something?
No, she didn't stop to find out. Just ran. Which is
It's
probably why
'cause
she survived.
many people probably
what
didn't
about the
come back
blood in the
over to the
bedroom?
new
She
stream,
cut
maybe.
her hand on the broken pitcher. She didn't stay in her room for long. She was still so scared.
Seemed
that
like
she
a lot
grabbed
of the
her things
people that
and
were
ran off
watching
to her
it were
beloved
random
charcoal
people
burner.
anyway.
She said she returned from the baths in the evening
'Cause
regularly.
I think it was only me.
Somebody
and
knew exactly which way
it was
she
only
would take
Dean,
and where to
you,
wait for her.
You mean
Nate,
someone followed her
Lee,
beforehand to figure out where to
that
ambush
really
her?
dropped in
Who
and said
knew that
anything,
she
really.
went to the baths?
Apparently, everyone in the tavern. She didn't hide the fact.
There was one person that said something, but other than
According
that,
to
there's not
Stanya,
many
the
people
murderer
that
had
I
a
saw.
terribly strong grip. Her neck was bruised for almost a month.
Doesn't almost every man have a strong grip?
Depending on what they take in hand every day.
No.
A tankard, a quill, or a hammer.
Except none of our suspects are miners or blacksmiths, eh? She also said she was sure it wasn't Mole. He may be a pig, but the evening she ran home, he was in bed snoring. Besides that, she also recalled hearing 2 voices in the alley. Someone was talking to the killer.
So we have a witness. Now, just to find him.
Or an accomplice. If I remember correctly, the other one must have seen the whole thing, right? And he didn't go to report it.
According to Stanya, the murderer didn't say a word the entire time.
That's strange, right? I'd expect him to at least call her a whore.
The only word he uttered was when she smashed him in the face with the pitcher. He said Scheisse.
So, we're looking for a German?
Even I say Scheisse sometimes, and I'm not German.
That's true.
I asked Stanya if she knew Prokop. She said no.
Maybe she just doesn't remember him. Or he gave a different name, or...
I don't think Father Prokop is the type to frequent the worst tavern in Kuttenberg.
Stanya admitted that she knows William. He flirted with her and tried to get to know her better, but nothing came of it.
And that's probably why I wanted to kill her. And likely rape her before that.
Well, perhaps, but Stanya doesn't think so. She's sure it wasn't William, and no matter what they say about him, in her eyes he's a good lad. And that's all that Stanya told me.
Maybe
I'm
it was
so
that
glad
guy
that
that
Bill
was
is
fighting
alive.
earlier and then
Me
in my
too.
game night.
At
That
least
was
someone's had a little luck. Does she want to
interested
come
in
back,
women's
or
breasts.
will
Like
she
maybe
stay
it was
with
him.
the charcoal burners?
I don't think she'll come back. She's so scared now they'll come back for her, she doesn't even leave the house. I managed to find Zdena.
You found her? Is she alive too?
No.
No.
Fortunately, she's dead.
And where did you find her?
Pretty far away. Near the mill she used to sell things at. Someone caught her in the forest when she was coming home with a load of coin and killed her. I reckon she put up a hell of a fight. So the killer got nervous and ended things quickly.
So he didn't strangle or
Murder
mutilate her?
mystery,
She'd been lying in the woods for a
Witcher
long
3
time,
kind of style.
so I couldn't really tell.
Just without the monster.
But he definitely didn't hack her up like the others. Judging by what her accomplice said, she robbed someone good. She had so much jewelry on her, she could hardly carry it. And what's odd is when she was murdered, the killer left her basket of valuables behind.
So I reckon he didn't kill her for the money.
She said someone followed her on horseback from Kuttenberg. She tried to lose him, but apparently wasn't able to.
On horseback? I don't suppose she described him, did she?
Only as a wealthy type
Probably
who never
was.
got too close.
That
I doubt it
doesn't
would be
fit
with a
in the
candlestick,
previous murders.
But yeah.
Father Prokop came looking for Zdena and nearly cursed her on the spot.
What did he have in common with a thief?
He had also looked after her, but unlike Yarka, she ended up on the street, and he took it badly. Ugh. My mouth is starting to hurt from all this blabbering.
So are my ears and head.
Come now, we're nearly there. We just need to find our suspect. So, Henry, who do you think did it?
Well, I thought Prokop, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm going to say this one.
I
Nobody
suspect
else
one
has
of the
done
Von Grollers.
What leads you to think that?
Are you sure it wasn't William?
Zdena was followed by someone on a horse. Von Groller could afford a horse.
That's not so sure, is it? And maybe the horse was stolen or borrowed.
But it certainly worsens the case for him. That much is true.
Alice had a young and wealthy suitor. And young Von Groller fits both descriptions.
True, true.
We could be getting somewhere.
Yarka was their maidservant until she started rebelling, right?
Yes. Do you think she was rebelling because of someone in particular?
Perhaps the young lord?
That's possible.
And that's all I can pin on him.
So, do we agree that it was young Von Groll?
Well, old Von Groller can't do much now, can he?
So do we really agree that our most likely suspect is young Von Groller?
Aye. I agree.
I don't have a problem with it. Little rich boys are capable of anything. But what are we gonna do about it? Our suspicions aren't enough.
They'll just laugh at us without something more tangible.
So, you want to search their house?
There's nothing else we can do. There must be a clever way to do it.
We have to find some evidence. None of our conjecture is enough. What will we do?
You could sneak in there.
Or break in.
Catherine, that's not necessary. The young lad wants to learn swordsmanship, and the old one is sick and always calling for a physician.
So I can either pretend to be a sawbones, or a swordsman, or break in? That's a lot of options.
It is a little bit.
You're a clever lad. You'll figure it out.
I don't think it's changed very much. Where's Pyro when you need him? Right, infiltrate the house. Examine. Right, okay. Might have to save before we try this, just in case we get caught doing it. There somewhere. Danger mouse. Danger mouse and Penfold. There's only one door I can think getting in there somehow, but how the hell am I supposed to do it while patrol officers are going past, like?
Who's opening that? What are you poking around? You're not allowed here.
Oh, hang on.
That's it. Go now.
Yeah, mate, no problem. Catch you later. I'm just gonna finish this quest off, and I'm gonna have a little bit of a break as well. Can't be streaming for 7 or 8 hours each day, man, in one go. It's nuts.
You have a kind master, eh, Mutt?
But yeah, have a good day at work, mate. Take care, mate. How do I get in? Can't get in via that way. Hold up, where's... Oh, it is a bit further down.
Can I help you?
Is this the house of the Von Grolle family?
Yes?
I've come on account of old Von Grolle. I hear he's seriously ill, so I came to offer my services as a healer.
You aren't the first. Why do you think you might succeed?
Because I have a thunderstone. A miraculous instrument that heals ailments of all kinds.
You don't say. I've heard of them, but I've never seen one yet. Can I take a look?
Most certainly. Here it is.
Truly remarkable. I'll definitely let you see my master with that. But
Good job I've
it's
still
late
got it
now.
left over from the other quest.
Please come tomorrow before noon. The master tends to be strongest in the mornings. Yeah, good night.
Bye.
Cheers!
God bless.
Really need to eat something.
Up there.
I'm sorry.
Alright. Trying to find out to get in. Oh, here we are. Right, does that need me outside? Yeah, okay.
You have no business here, you thief. Come on, then. Let's sort this out.
Sorry, let's make a deal.
You won't come here making trouble, fella.
Hang on. I'm sure we can come to some agreement, yeah? It was just a little joke. It's funny, eh?
You'll laugh on the other side of your face when I call a catchpole.
Now hold on. I'll pay you. There's no need to drag anyone else into this.
You're lucky. Let's go. Off with you. Next time, don't come in here without permission.
I haven't got permission though.
I feel quite hungry.
again? You aren't allowed here.
How am I going to get in there then?
I never want to see you here again without permission.
What are you poking around that jaw for, eh?
Stop giving me grief, mate. I was told I could come back here.
Get out of my sight! Be on your
What are you doing here? You aren't allowed here. Give up now, or I'll call the guard. Come on, then. What are you waiting for?
What's that? Huh. Ha!
I can't even move.
Calm down. We don't.
What?
Wait now. Be glad this is all that happened.
I'll give you what you...
Leave me alone.
Ha! Yeah! Fucking hell! Korva, I'm wounded. Zeig, was du...
I just realised where I dropped her. What am I supposed to be looking for in here? It's definitely in here.
hell? That's hair. All kinds of brown. I bet it belonged to those dead girls. If this isn't proof, nothing is.
God be with you. Keep the peace.
The Angel of... I need to discuss that visit to the Von Grollers.
Excellent. Let's find Catherine. You can tell us everything.
I think we were right. Something seriously fishy there.
Well, don't keep us in suspense. What did you find out?
You found something there, didn't you? Evidence?
I certainly did. In the young lord's room.
What was it?
This. He had it in a chest in his room. Locks of hair. All brown, but all a bit different. They're definitely from those murdered girls.
Hair? But that's not enough. That definitely won't suffice as proof.
Why wouldn't it? He took them as a keepsake from the dead girls, as a trophy. It was him!
But nobody will believe us. We need more than just hair. A bloody dress or the murder weapon.
And to be honest, I don't think we're going to find anything like that. They're pretty careful to cover their tracks.
Damn it. We're fucked. If we at least had a witness.
And what about 3 witnesses at once?
Where are you going to find 3 witnesses when you don't even have one?
I don't yet, but... Look, we're almost certain young Hendel did it. So what if we set a trap and catch him in the act?
And how do you want to do that? I mean, we don't know who he's planning to murder next.
We'll set someone up. Some brunette.
You want to sacrifice some poor girl?
No, nobody's gonna get hurt. We'll be keeping our eye on her the whole time.
The only one I can think of is Stanya. And I highly doubt that she'd want to risk her life again.
She won't have to. I'll do it.
But you haven't had anything to do with him. He'll see through it immediately. It'll fail.
We'll wait until the lad's out of the house. Maybe we'll dress Catherine up a bit, and she'll go asking for the young lord, father of her child. When Hendel comes home and hears what happened, he'll come looking for her to fix things up.
I'll cause such a scene, they'll be talking about it for years. Then we'll tell them where he can find me, and we've got him.
If you say so. But where can we do it? We can't do it here. They'd figure it out pretty quick.
We can use one of the rooms here in the tavern. It has only one way out. You'll be hiding across the way, and jump out at the right moment. I repeat, at the right moment.
Don't worry. We won't take our eyes off you.
Nice. Right, okay. Do I have to get her a dress, or is that going to be part of the actual cutscene?
Where's Hendel? I need to talk to him! Do you hear me? I have to talk to him about our wedding. I won't be left alone with his child.
What are you screeching about, you ninny? There's no Hendel here. Certainly not for the likes of you.
Do you hear that, folks? He fucks me from all sides. Gets me with child, and now he doesn't want to know me. Get rid of her. Disgrace. Oh, so a poor woman has to suffer because of a man's lust. As if it wasn't already bad enough before.
What lies are you spouting, you strumpet? Goodman Hendel never laid eyes on you. Besides, you're too old for him. Nobody will believe your lies.
Old, am I? He came to me himself because he wanted a mature woman to breed with. And he never even pulled it out. And he wineskin. Cut. Suit yourself. I'll give you some time to think it over. But either you come up with an offer of marriage by evening, or first thing in the morning I'll go to the bailiff. And I'll be damn sure to get justice from him.
It's like an episode of fucking EastEnders right now. If I didn't know better, I thought that was Cat Slater, like.
It's open.
I've come to talk with you.
Where's Hendel?
Hendel? You wanton whore! Debauching my son! A nanny goat like you. The others were at least young, but you... Christ, the trials I have to endure. A husband with both feet in the grave and a son who'll fuck anything with a hole in it. Slice her up so no one will recognize her, and in case what she says is true, gut her too.
Gutting, is it? I can help you with that.
Hit that bitch, you fool!
No, I don't feel so bad about taking the boat out when I did.
Fucking hell. Ha!
Before I finish you off, I have to ask, why the fuck did you kill them?
I'll tell you. But you aren't going to like it.
I'm listening.
Because it's the right thing to do.
What's right about murder?
All those whores had it coming.
You know that's not true. Stanya hardly knew Hendel, and you still tried to kill her. How many of the others had the same story?
Rubbish. I saw it with my own 2 eyes, and not just me. He might have met the alehouse wench by chance, but they were intimate together. The mistress was convinced they were meeting in the evenings.
Well, she might have been convinced, but that doesn't mean she was right. That girl had a sweetheart.
That's even worse. He surely wasn't a rich and important person like Master Hendel, and she would even cheat on our master with him? Disgusting.
Confess, then. How many of them did you kill altogether?
Not enough! There's always more who deserve it. They climb out of their holes like rats and infect respectable families. Just like that companion of yours. She certainly sins as much as she breeds, the lured whore.
Oh, you're completely mad. My God.
Don't take the Lord's name in vain. It's a deadly sin.
Then I suppose we'll be meeting in hell one day. It was all Mandalina's idea, wasn't it? She wanted them killed.
And can you blame her? That first harlot was already itching to become Mistress von Grole. That bastard of hers wasn't Hendel's anyway, but he was stupid that time. He'd have believed her. Now he knows very well, luckily, that they're all whores. He doesn't cry for them anymore.
And Mandalina just came to you like that, out of the blue? And you immediately obeyed her?
Well, one time she came to my chambers and she told me she knew very well that Yarka rejected me and that she'd started an affair with Master Hendel, while she was also spreading her legs for others in the evenings. And that she had to be punished before she brought misfortune on someone. And...
Go on. I'm listening.
That she deserved to die for all her sins. And she was right.
Close your eyes. It'll soon be over.
You! Ha!
Catherine!
Catherine, wait!
What should I wait for? I'm gonna cut that bitch's throat.
How dare you? Hands off, you heretical scum.
Shut up.
Let her speak. I still don't understand what actually went on here. I have some questions for you.
I'll tell you nothing, you serpent. Nothing. You can't keep me here. Let me go. I'm a woman of worth.
If you won't speak now, then the executioner will loosen your tongue when your feet start burning. But why wait, right? I'll cut your ear off. Maybe both of them. All you need to talk is a tongue.
No! Let me go!
Why did you do it, for Christ's sake?
Don't blaspheme, you heathen.
Come on, answer him or it's gonna hurt.
My husband, he drank a lot, ran around with whores and didn't pray enough. And God punished him for it. I couldn't allow the same thing to happen to Hendel.
And why kill those girls? Why not just talk to him about it?
I tried, but he wouldn't listen to me. He told me he wanted to sow his wild oats before finding a wife.
So your own son didn't listen to you? And you started killing the girls who
seduced him and emboldened him with their brazenness? If they wanted to whore themselves out, they'll pay for it in hell. But there's no way they were going to drag my Hendel there with them.
And what about Hendel? Did he know what you were doing?
That I was taking care of his immortal soul and eliminating his temptation? Of course not. But one day he'll be grateful to me for it.
He's going to jump for joy. His mother a mad woman, and his servant a murderer.
Speak politely to me, you whore.
Henry, if you have any more questions, you'd better ask them quickly. I'm sorely tempted to finish this here and now.
And what about the hair in Hendel's chest? You're trying to tell me he wasn't involved, but he was keeping their hair?
Well, he kept asking about those whores of his. So we always brought him a lock of hair. We told him it was from them, as a parting gift.
Well, he didn't find that strange?
Out of sight, out of mind. He always found some new harlot anyway.
There was no blood where Alice was found. Where did you kill them?
That was up to Thaddeus. He told me something about an abandoned barn. I only told him to cut them up thoroughly.
Why?
Why? As a warning. So those whores knew what awaited them. To put the fear of God in them.
Do you realize you also killed girls who had nothing to do with Hendel?
That's not possible. I saw them all with my own 2 eyes, chatting with him and giggling.
And what about that alehouse wench?
That strumpet. I saw how she treated him. It's a damned shame she got away.
But she really had nothing to do with Hendel.
She wouldn't have smiled at him the way she did if she didn't want to fornicate with him. They all deserved it. Every single one. And better sooner than later. That trollop in our service even got herself with child. And she wanted to keep it. The slut.
And what about Zdenna? All she did was rob him, and you killed her anyway.
She fawned over him like all the others. He even gave her a ring, which she probably sold immediately. She deserved it. She was a thief, and stealing is a mortal sin.
I'd better stop asking questions.
Burn in hell, all of you.
What'll we do with her now?
Let's take her to the bailiff. She'll get justice there.
We don't have to go anywhere. I'll give her justice right here, right now.
But we can't do that. She has to go before the court. The law must be upheld.
Did you hear her? I mean, she hasn't got her head on straight. And what judgment will there be? She's from a wealthy family. Nothing will happen to her.
Don't you dare judge me. Only God can do that.
Shut your mouth, you sow. You judged and punished some random girls, and now you'll blaspheme like that?
Our Lord directed me. I did it through His will.
Do you hear that? And you want to let her live?
But that's not justice. It's murder. Henry, won't you say something?
I told you, don't you dare judge me. I am a servant of God.
I guess.
Lumiere, listen to her. If we don't deal with her ourselves, and then they let her go, then... Do you want to have that on your conscience?
But, I mean... How could I live with myself if we kill her in cold blood?
I'll show you justice. You're all going to end up in hell.
Your conscience will remain clear. You won't be the one killing her.
But still, if we don't punish her according to the law, then we ourselves deserve to be punished by the law.
Huh. We aren't the ones walking around the city killing random women. On the contrary, we're making sure no more will die.
All those whores! Hell! Lucifer everywhere! Fire and brimstone!
It's just not right.
It isn't right, but it's necessary.
All right, all right. Do it then. But I wash my hands of it.
No! Don't you dare! You hellspawn! No!
Well, now, someone has to explain everything.
Not me. I'd rather just get out of here.
I'll go. I'll explain everything. And you, Henry, wait for me at home, all right?
Fine. I'll wait at yours.
Good, good. I hope I don't end up in total disgrace.
Well, this was a lot stranger than I expected. Do you think we did the right thing?
I'm not sure of anything anymore. Not even myself. Can we just be quiet for a while?
As you wish. But still, it was damned odd.
Aye, that it was. Let's go and see Lumia. I wonder how he fared.
Did we just see her again in the background?
Tell us, Lumiere. How did it turn out?
Did it end well? Oh, we're not going to get into trouble now, are we?
It ended well, and I didn't even tell anyone about you.
I'm surprised you got away with it, bringing them two corpses.
I would have preferred a different ending, but... fuck. What happened, happened.
Lumia, don't be angry anymore.
I'm not angry anymore. And I must admit that maybe it was better this way. If they were still alive, there'd be a lot more squabbling. But... like this.
The dead approve in silence.
Precisely. I just told them I spread the word that one victim survived and where she was hiding. And I waited for them there. And when they came to kill her, we had no choice but to end it that way.
And what will you do now? Will you go back to the town hall, Lumiere?
It's true I've made amends in the eyes of the law, but I probably won't go back now. Maybe better to write something about it. Who knows?
Won't you go back to drinking?
No, it didn't help anything, did it? If I had just persevered instead, I might have... I should have pitied those girls, and not myself.
Don't fret. It was a terrible mess, and all three of us had to put our heads together.
Yes. You helped me when I was in need, and didn't even know it. Maybe I'll just keep helping as long as I can.
Helping others is the best thing a person can do in this world.
And what will you do, Catherine? Will you stay here?
My work isn't done yet. I have to work in the tavern here, and then we'll see. Maybe I'll find work elsewhere.
Do you think we could have done better?
Everything can always be done better. But most important is to do it well and quickly.
Catherine is right. I'll still be kicking myself. Maybe to my dying day. But none of us did anything bad.
That's not entirely true.
I'm talking about innocent people. No more girls died because of you. And that's good.
Well, let's go our separate ways.
Thank you, lad. You prevented future murders. And you also saved me. And for that, I will be eternally grateful.
I thank you both. Without you, the devil knows how it would have turned out.
Here you are, as a keepsake. And perhaps as a reward. And if you ever pass by, look us up.
Yes, here is a reward, Henry. And Lumiere, we shall certainly meet again.
Kuttenberg Night Shield. At this point, there's no higher shield than a 260-degree one anyway, so I don't know. I need to go and see a guard now so I can sort out what's going on with my...
What the hell? How come it's open?
God be with you. Keep the peace and we'll stay friends.
Is nobody gonna arrest me? Okay, very strange.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you.
Don't be with you.
We're sitting here. I'm not sure I'm going to clean that now then, if somebody's going to try and arrest me for it.
Here we are.
Maybe it'll just go away on its own after a certain amount of days.
Wait! Don't move! Give up!
All right! You caught me. I surrender.
You're a wanted man! You're that brute trying to strangle people around here. You'll get a few good lashes of the rod for that.
Wait, I'll explain everything. I got confused. I thought that was my wife, and I wanted to surprise her.
How could it have been your wife, you fool? Don't try to wriggle out of it.
Okay, I'll just pay the ransom then. The
All right, I'll pay. I don't want any trouble.
Now show me what you've got. Let's see if you have anything stolen on you.
All right. Have a look then.
Well, well. What do we have here? This is obviously... All right, but I don't... This is unbelievable.
Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Just quickly get rid of the stolen thing then. I've just finished it now, mate. But because I strangled the fucking bitch that deserves to die anyway, I've got fucking fucking thing on me. A bounty on me, like.
Hail.
Where's this bloody... Ah, okay, there it is. Most of these speech things are to do with selling. It's not really anything.
I apologize.
Ave Maria.
I need to find a guard again now.
Hey, we've been looking for you. Surrender now.
Easy! I surrender!
Ah, here you are. So, you wanted a fight, eh? Pay up, or I'll show you what we do with scum like you. Once we get that dealt with, I'll search you to see if you stole...
So what happens if I threaten him?
You picked the wrong target, sharpshooter. Stop bothering me. And get me a priest and a shovel while you're at it. When I'm done with you, you'll need both.
Shut your trap, you scoundrel. I won't be intimidated by a coward like you.
All right, I'll pay. I don't want any trouble.
Now show me what you've got. Let's see if you have anything stolen on you.
All right. Have a look then.
All right then. I don't see anything else suspicious. In that case, an indulgence will suffice. Now be on your way.
This is unbelievable.
We're done here, right? So clear off.
Yeah, we're done. And I'm done for now as well. Gonna go on a bit of a break, go and get something to eat and chill for a little while. Might be back on later. So until then, have a good day, and I'll talk to you later, Lee, or anybody else that's watching.